Good evening. I welcome you to this evening, to the Foulkes Lecture, Foulkes Lecture. And before the lecture starts, I'll take some minutes to say something about the Group Analytic Society, which has been around for more than 40 years. But it's very important for us to be present once a year and show what actually we do and how you can get involved in it. So this evening we have guests from 20 countries. And I really think this is wonderful. And I tell you some things we do, because this gives the frame for our lecture and for our work. The Group Analytic Journal is one of them. Then we have two newsletters. One was printed, but it now online, and the other a bulletin. But Context is working now, and you can see it on our site. We do things like the Winter Workshop. Here you have the next event is the Winter Workshop 2016. It will be in Aarhus, and it will be a very clinical one, but it will also have some parts about the community. And another thing we are doing now for the third time is the summer school. The summer school is something which is growing every summer almost. Only in the summers where we have the symposium it will happen. It happens in Athens this time, as you can see, in July. And it's a great thing. It's a great event. It's 4 days almost of groups. Then we have the London Quarterly. You see how many people come? July 9th is the next meeting. Next summer, we have the 17th symposium in Berlin. His name is Crossing Borders. It's about social, cultural, and clinical challenges. It's about all these problems we have now in Europe and for which group analysts are working also. And we have a lot of these flyers, and the committees who organize it are here with us too. There is a forum, GASI Forum. Last year we searched for a convener, now we have one, Tiziana. They say it's the best group analytic library in the world. And this is also for you. And actually, I'm also always telling this. It's possible for you to get an article by email. I think this is very important for some people. Now, we want to say some special thanks and congratulations. First of all, SAGE Student Prize, GASI and SAGE Student Prize for the best article. As you can see, Corinne Grace from the IIGA. I thought the IIGA is not only the Israeli IGA, but it's the Irish IGA. And where are you? In here, and please, an applause for you. You will get a book which I give you afterwards because of time limits. But the article is about endings and losses in mergers and acquisitions and exploration of group analytic theory. I think it's very, very creative and unique. And then also Dennis Check and Sarah Lloyd-Jones. Dennis Check is from the qualified course in London. Who are you? Where are you? She's not here. Okay. And Sarah Lloyd-Jones? He, sorry. You know. Okay. So they come in the second and third place. It's Sarah. Yes. And all the articles will come in the journal. Then we want to thank Terry Birchmore. Not here? I didn't see him. Anyway, Terry Birchmore, he worked for years in the management committee and on the website and editing context, and I think he deserves also a big applause. And last, congratulations. There's a film which is now in the end of his making. You saw Willem Bartel-Rösing here, Willem Rösing filming, and the film is about the pioneers in group analysis. And you will see it on Sunday, January 22nd, here in London in 2017 and in other places too. Now we want to say a little more about launching. We have launched a group analytic dictionary. Svein Teltje is not here. He chairs it. It's about working with our concepts. It's not only very limited on only group analysis, but it's mainly group analysis. And then another thing is that Francis Griffith, our treasurer, has initiated a GASI fund. And this fund has organized money and is organizing money in order to be given to students who need this for the symposium or other places. So every one of you who would like to donate, very welcome. It's a new thing. And we are about to start a forum for research-interested people. I want to thank our colleagues who organized this weekend. Sue Einhorn, the scientific chair in the management committee. Julia Porturas, he's our secretary, works very hard for this. David Glynn there is filming the event on his own. I think many of the management committee are helping. And last, I would like this applause also to go to those lecturers and group conductors who contribute to our knowledge and expertise. Thank you very much. Well, of course, we are saying this because we want you also, those who are not members, to join us. Because we are really thriving, we are expanding, there are more and more people coming, we are more international, and we really would like to do more and more. We are hoping to really continue this development. Now to our distinguished 40th lecturer, Dr. Chaim Weinberg. Before I show you what he formally does, I would like to say some words, some personal words about him. Chaim, you're not invited here because you're my friend. And you're not even invited here because you're an Israeli, the first Israeli. But I would like to tell some things about you through our friendship. I knew Chaim when he was a student, a very special student, 40 years ago, almost 40 years ago. And he was graduated as an electrical engineer, and he went into clinical psychology. This is not, doesn't happen so often. And I was surprised. And then, after some years, this Chaim Weinberg, who is a very, very active person, did some things. Every stage he went through, he did very significant things for group therapy, etc. I just want to say that we worked together at the Israeli Association for Group Therapy, where you were the chair, and then we co-founded the IIGA with others. You worked there very, very importantly, and we were on the board of IAGP for many years. And what I cherish most is that in a moment of truth, on the streets of Kiev, I got a call. You were very anxious, and you asked me, if you die, could I continue your work on this doctorate? And I just tell it because I think this is a very strong bond, and this shows also the kind of responsibility you have taken on yourself. Great, great responsibilities. Okay. You're a person who really never stops thinking and developing. So it's a great pleasure to have you delivering our Foulkes Lecture. As you could see there was all the lectures from the beginning. The first one was by Tom Main. Now, Dr. Chaim Weinberg is a licensed psychologist, group analyst, and certified group psychotherapist in private practice. He's a past president of the Israeli Association of Group Psychotherapy, and he lives now in California. He's in Northern California Group Psychotherapy, and he's the list owner of an interesting, very interesting forum. And he's vice president, academic vice president of the Professional School of Psychology, in which he created and coordinates an online doctoral program in group psychotherapy. He wrote a book on internet groups and co-edits a series of books about the social unconscious. Chaim, please.